Meh. There we go. Ooh. Shredder McGee over here. Oh, I figured I'd do this now. There we go. Now I'll just chill for a little bit and let the algorithm do its work. That was a fucking sack crackle pop if I've ever heard one. God damn. Jesus. Venezuela. Venezuela, folks, let me tell you. Venezuela. They're now working for us, even though they're really not, but they are. Let me tell you, folks. Oh, boy. I will say, well, it'll be a second before we get immediately into it, but let's just make sure we're actually kind of ready to go. Huh? The fuck? It got out of it? Oh my god, now I'm butthurt. I have to literally go back. Are we fucking kidding me right now? I had it all ready to go and it just did that to me. Bruh. Oh, well, I guess now I have to do this. That's just fucking lovely. Fingers crossed it at least has the timestamp. Watch it not have the timestamp. It literally does not have the times. Well, I don't know if it does or not. Oh my god. What? I'm on Hulu now. What? Okay, it's going retard mode. Well, now it definitely is going to take a minute because I have to do this. Fucking fuck. I literally had it like ready to go and now it's doing this bitch ass bullshit. What the fuck? Bruh. Bruh. Okay, I literally have to go all. Oh my god. I have to go all the way over. Alright, I went too far back. Oh, fucking Christ. Alright, somewhere around here. Fuck. Okay, there we go. Oh my god, this is not making it any more exciting to do, by the way. This is literally not making it any better. Settings. Playback speed. We're speeding it up to 1.25 speed no matter what, though. That much for certain. That is for certain, no matter what. Some say China should not be able to steal election, but I say not allowed. They're not allowed to take an election by force or otherwise. Like I said, we're going to give it a minute before we audibly get into it. There ain't no video we're reacting to or nothing. You know, it's just audio. I'm just saying. But, unless it's necessary. Like, I mean, we're looking at the Voosh react to this because I know he's going to be mostly quiet for most of it. I was tuned into his shit and I was always like, why is it not? I was like, why is it not saying anything? Now I'll tune into some other people because, like, if I want someone that's barely saying shit, I'll just do it myself. So, here we are. Oh, it's about to be fucked. Oh my god. You know the shit's about to be said is going to be diabolical. Not allowed, folks. Not allowed. Dude, I hate how there's an emoji that basically is the Trump mannerism. Not allowed. Not allowed, folks. It's unacceptable. Very disappointed. Very sad. Very sad indeed. Very sad indeed. Let me tell you, a lot of people tell me, folks. Bring all the bongs. Bring all the bongs. Bring out the guillotine. Bring on the bombs. Bring out the guillotine. Oh, bring all the bongs. Bring out the joints. Oh, bring out the guillotine. If that song wasn't so copyrighted, irony as best, I would totally let that be a song right now. I'm just gonna let, like I said, things trickle in for a second. Then we'll get right into it, folks. Right into it. I say the 10-minute mark. We're 6 minutes in, so 4 minutes ETA, and then we'll go into the debauchery of hell. If you've not heard any of this speech, I hope you brought your drugs. You're probably gonna need them. Probably. I know I'm already prepared. Because, oh boy. Beto. Beta potato. I gave you a walk, and you still do the shenanigans? Homeboy. And I give you treat. Same if you chunk, jazzy. At least you didn't do anything. You just stood up and you're like, what's up? What's going on? No, now she's looking at me like, Unc, is that approvable? Oh, you little bing. You are just so cute. You might need to be a comfort dog here in a minute. Chances. Joe Biden is a Chinese robot made out of old and outdated voting machines. Manufactured in Venezuela. And Maduro, let me tell you folks, Maduro was in on it the whole time. Hey, I can't be like, draining my Trumpisms and shit. Hold on. Like, hold your nut. Hold your nut. Hold. Like, come on now. You gotta wait till we bust our nut. We can't be doing it all at once. We got a whole, I don't even know how fucking long this speech is. With 1.25 speed, hopefully shortened. Hopefully it ain't long. Considering the length of what we got, I'm estimating about at least 40 minutes. But, 1.25 speed will crunch it down to at least, half an hour or less. Which is definitely not going to happen at all, because we're definitely going to be pausing off and on. Well, not watch it, but listen to it. We're waiting until the 10-minute mark. We're letting things warm up first. Because, oh boy. It's gonna be a doozy. Actually, I should probably grind it up and everything, because pretty much, actually, it's pretty much like at the 10-minute mark. Fuck it. I'm loading up. We're going in. Fuck it.
Good evening. Before we begin, I'm to report that our country is safer, stronger, and far wealthier than it has ever been before.
I want to die already. I'm so glad it's at 1.5 speed or 1.25 speed. I need to listen to it at a regular speed. I need to really absorb it in this normal speed first, though, actually, because that's a little too, that feels like that's 2015 era Trump, and I don't feel, it's too comfortable.
We are doing great. Less than 2 years ago, we inherited.
But then 2 years ago, we were, dividing the bits. Let me tell you, folks, for Joe Biden. But now with the Democrats gone, it is now us in charge. I'm not ready for this. Oh, my fuck. Oh, God. We'll let it play like this for a minute, but it's...
An economic and social disaster. After the worst inflation in 48 years, the wide open borders with millions and millions of people pouring in from all over the world, including criminals of all types, and
The Omni speech. The Omni speech.
11,888 murders, many of whom killed more than one person. We had transgender for everybody.
I was literally about to pause it before that hit, but holy fuck, that just smacked me in the face. Transgender. Someone clip that. I need that as a sound bite. I'm saving that as a fucking sound bite. Oh my god. Holy fucking shit. Wow. Wow. I don't even remember what I was about to say before then. That just fucking smacked me in the face like a fucking, like, belly flop 100 feet in the air into the goddamn ocean and clear fucking, smooth waters, bro. Like, fuck. Transgenders for everybody. Does that mean we're all being transitioned for everybody? Like, free trans surgery for all? Or does that mean we get a free trans person, each? Like, we have a government sanctioned trans person. Like, what's going on here? Do we get a government sanctioned, trans, to just have? Like, what's going on here? Like, what? Transgender for everybody. Everyone has a trans. Everyone gets a transgender, folks. Questionably based. I mean, maybe the ethics are wrong, but maybe it might actually soothe the Republican incel weirdos and might finally get over their weird shit. I don't fucking know. I'm trying to make this lighthearted now at this point because that just hit me, bro. We're in for a doozy. Holy fuck! I didn't even hear that yet, and that hit. That was. Go back a couple seconds. How? That's like the first 10 seconds of the fucking speech, bro. Like, what, just go from the very beginning of this shit? Like, I mean, what the fuck? I mean, that's literally within the first minute, bro. What the hell? Like, what? What? I'm gonna die. I'm dead.
Economic and social disaster. After the worst inflation in 48 years, the wide open borders with millions and millions of people pouring in from all over the world, including criminals of all types, and
the Omni.
Which, now I remember what I was trying to get at before until the trans break hit me in the face. But, hasn't that been what you've been doing? Didn't you literally, like, collaborate and work and even bail out to a degree the El Salvadoran president who was openly known for and convicted for drug trafficking into the United States, who's also in charge of SICOT and everything, and the fascist, like, criminal crackdown that's going on in El Salvador as well? Like, interesting. But I guess that's not information we want to bring up, though, huh? Actually, speaking of, before we keep going, I'm gonna actually, fuck it. I'll take sub only mode on just for the hell of it. Ain't no mag trolls in here. It makes me sad.
1,888 murders, many of whom killed more than one person. We had.
Oh, and now I remember the other one. Can we not just hear how he sounds? And then there's a trans for everybody. Like, he literally is, like, wheezing and huffing and puffing, bro. He can barely fucking breathe. Like, he's struggling to breathe, dude.
For everybody, men and women's sports, crime ravaging our cities, and the whole world was laughing at us as a nation.
Because of you, you fucking orange faggot piece of shit. Fuck you. The whole world is laughing at us. Yeah, because of you, you dementia orange piece of fucking scumfuck pedophilic shit. You fucking. Fuck you. Actual fucking animal. Like, oh, the world's laughing at us. They are now. They weren't before. And even then, maybe they were doing it as more of like a little slide joke shit. Now at this point, no, they really are because of you. Because of your fucking orange pedophile piece of fucking shit fuck ass. You worthless little fucking animal. Fuck you. Like, what? Will's laughing at us because of you. It's you. It always has been you, you fucking little rotten piss ants. And everyone has ever supported you, you worthless cocksucker. Fuck you.
Our country was dead. Now we are the hottest country anywhere in the world. America is...
I can't keep pausing, but it's literally dying. It was dead. No, it wasn't dead. It was hurting. It was kind of like, in the hospital, recovering and trying to like deal with ailments and shit as a nation. Now we're in ICU and we're basically in hospice just dying, waiting for the funeral to finally hit. Just like this last 4th. That was straight up, as far as I'm concerned, a fucking, one of the first of many funerals for the United States until it eventually fucking croaks. I mean, if this fucking bullshit keeps up.
Respected like we have never been respected.
Literally just 1-to-1 so far with every other speech.
Being invested in the United States than at any time.
The fuck did even Fosh say?
More Americans are working today than ever before. This week it was announced that inflation saw the largest monthly decline in more than 6 years. Just happened.
There's a monthly decline. You can barely have a breath in this shit, dude. And also, the more workers are working now than ever. Bullshit. You're flipping the numbers. You're flipping them around. They're not actually accurate to how you're trying to say, you fuck face. Because you're trying to say face. Fuck face. Maybe there are, employment numbers, and that is, accounted for. Because when it comes to this level, people don't really necessarily understand when it comes to the broader employment number, when it comes to jobs added or jobs lost. This is, broader totality and, per capita for the entire United fucking States, and in the sense of how many jobs / how many, were gained or lost. And there's a certain number that, needs to be on a positive that is seen as a good metric. And when that number nationally goes down to a certain point, even if it isn't positive, that's a bad thing. And especially if it's in a negative, that's disastrous and deadly. And, so the idea, we got more people working than ever. Yeah, on the virtue that we have more people in this country than ever, that doesn't mean shit. What's the actual growth when it comes to job growth? Because, there's plenty of people out there that still are getting jobs and getting hired and shit. But at the same time, there's a fucked system. There's ghost jobs. There's fucking, legitimately blacklists and certain levels. So there's a lot of things that corporations will literally look at when it comes to certain applications and other shit and be like, go fuck yourself. You're not actually worth it. Or actually, that's not even a real fucking position. Yeah, so we're not even going to respond to you. It's just shit like that. Or even blacklisting, that's collaborative because they have data selling, and then, different companies, and shit will have, mutual info of you and be like, oh, you got fired for this reason or this and that, or you were let go or you quit because of that. Well, you're problematic. You ain't going to be hired with us because we have that mutual, relation with this other company. Probably because they have a subsidiary in a firm that, owns both of them. So it's fucked. I mean, there's plenty of accounts out there all over this country where there are people out there that, legit do their damnness, to get employed. But, there's so many factors that isn't even inherently their fucking fault that, fucks them over. So across the board. But, I mean, if this is becoming a more growing problem across the nation, then obviously somehow it needs to be addressed, even if maybe that doesn't necessarily, speak to your own experience. Regardless, that is a problem that is growing and is becoming very extensively a national issue. And more people every fucking day are suffering from it. It's becoming a massive issue. But, there's more people working than ever. What, gig comedy bullshit? Oh, because Uber Eats has that one extra contractor on their fucking list that may or may not be working with them consecutively or endlessly or whatever the fuck. It's bullshit. It's all fabricated bullshit numbers. And even if there are certain numbers that are there that could account for this job employment shit, it's bullshit numbers. It doesn't actually truly account for long-term career jobs. Gig comedy shit doesn't really necessarily account for shit like that. Even though it should, and that should be applied within it, but that's not how it works here in America because Capitalism, baby. Bullshit. Oh man, we didn't even get like what 5 minutes into this fucking speech, and we're already doing this. Like, we're gonna have to like let it just play for a minute. We're doing 1 to 0.5 speed because if not, I'm literally I'm gonna be incapable of like getting through even half of this. Like, it needs to be sped up just a little bit. Like, we need to. Like, holy shit, we're not gonna be able to stop if not. Or stop too much.
The media reported it, and we accepted. The best in 6 years. The tax cuts in our great, big, beautiful bill are saving hardworking families thousands and thousands of dollars. Like with the provisions.
Bullshit. Where's my business? $1,000 from my
no tax on overtime and no tax on Social Security for our great seniors, along with the interest deduction on a loan used to purchase a car, but only if that car is made in America. At a 100% expensing for our job-creating businesses.
Unfortunately, when it comes to cars made in America, unfortunately, that's not really much of a thing because so much of the auto industry, including in the United States and American-made companies, outsource and get a lot of their material, from outside nations. Like, maybe the cars get, assembled here, but ultimately that doesn't mean that like they're being made here. They're being, assembled here, but the actual shit that makes those cars are not being made here. That shit got outsourced decades ago because of Reagan. So, like, this whole fucking idea, like, oh, it's going to be made in America, bullshit. Like, yeah, maybe like Tesla or something, and even then, that's probably bullshit. And there's caveats and all. Like, I guarantee you there's a lot of caveats and a lot of asterisks, going on there when it comes to that bullshit. Including with this whole, like, no taxes on tips and this and that, folks. Yeah, it's like, yeah, I'm sure, huh, buddy? Because when you actually look at the fine details and the fine print, it doesn't really mean people like you. Unfortunately. As much as it should. No tax overtime is only, like, for, like, 2 years. Yep. Yeah. The fine print means that it only works for a certain level. Then after that, you're basically fucked. It's only there as a little asterisk. Doesn't mean you have it as a permanent fucking thing.
Our stock markets are at their highest point.
Which also, by the way, I think it should. When it comes to overtime, tips, whether it's online, digital, whatever the fuck, and otherwise, yeah, it shouldn't be tipped. I agree with that across the board. Even if you do have living wages and a fair, wage and shit like that, on top of all that, like, it don't matter. I do think, tips should literally just be non-tax, period, no matter what it is, including, overtime, because, you're working extra than what is your contractual obligation of your labor. So, yeah, that you shouldn't be, taxed or arguably at least, punished or theft or whatever the fuck, little lingo you want to use. When it comes to that extra labor that was contractually outside of your broader obligations. Yeah, I absolutely agree with that. And we should have that. Because there's plenty, systems out there that work just like that. And wow, shocker, they haven't went into full fucking lawless anarchy. Interesting.
Many years, but we can actually say of all time. And your 401ks, pensions, and retirement accounts are setting records every single day, the highest in history.
All right.
For years, we paid the highest price for prescription drugs anywhere in the world. Now we pay the lowest price under my most favored nations policy because I was able to get the rest of the world and the pharmaceutical companies to act responsibly. Drug prices are coming down by 70, 80, and 90%.
Literally, no, they're not. To the point where even like under Medicaid and also with the Oregon Health Plan and shit, because that's also getting gutted. People like my mom are no longer able to afford a lot of sustainability in their treatments that they're able to have now at this point, where they have to like cut back into the point where, especially for my mom, she can't live in the facility she is anymore because now they're going to charge her because now her insurance and OHP and with broader Medicaid and Medicare would not cover it anymore. Thanks, Trump, you worthless piece of shit. And thank you, you neoliberal corporate shitbags of the state of Oregon, you fucking parasites. Thanks, liberals. Thanks, fascists. Definitely ain't radicalizing my ass.
TrumpRx.gov.
I know. Maybe he moves on to something else.
The cost of healthcare, you have to go to TrumpRx.gov and take advantage of it. But the cost of healthcare is coming.
You got to be, going for my extortion racket to get your proper healthcare, folks. I need to make sure I get a fat cut from you in order to live, and even then, you're probably going to die, and I'm going to profit from it. Who gives a fuck? Ooh. Don't let Trump blow you high. He's the last voice I want to hear after eating an edible. Well, we're committed to it.
Down because of what we've done with
move to Idaho. Fuck Idaho.
And with Trump accounts, every child in America now has access to a tax-free investment account to save for the future. Billions and billions of dollars are being invested, put in by companies and individuals to take care of our children so that at age 18, they will have potentially hundreds of thousands of dollars in their account, and they'll get off to a great start in life.
I love that weird little slide of the premise, by the way, I've just noticed. Potentially have hundreds of thousands of dollars in their bank account. Sounds like a bunch of bullshit, because that basically means, that's going to be a bunch of money in my account, so I can, rip that out of you once I'm done with this whole fucking charade, and then, take the pocket out of you. That's basically what I just heard. That's sliding the premise by. Like, that's just what he did. You gotta hear keywords and key little things like that. Even though this dimensional dying fuck is literally, barely, fucking speaking and probably reading a teleprompter. Like, his handlers made sure to ensure that there's, like, certain little phrases in there to kind of have an out when it comes to promising so much. Because, that don't sound bad. But from this con man, this fucking pedophile piece of shit, and this fucking crime syndicate administration, I'm supposed to trust their fuck ass and their words, those fucking snakes. I spit in their fucking words. $53 all the way, bit. That's not for smoke right now. It looks foggy out right now, but it's wildfire smoke. Ugh. Well, protect your lungs a little bit. Not because of the cigarette, but because of the wildfire smoke. I get you. You got your vice. It's basically a pack a day floating in the air. Oh, God. You don't have a garage or some indoor space to smoke? Oh, no. Oh, God. We'll take this little moment for a mini respite, but we ain't stopping, by the way. Just putting that out there. Smoking is asking for cancer in general, but we out here. At least I'm mixing weed to counteract carcinogens. I don't know what to tell you. Fuck it. Like, the world's in, a fucking chaos ball in the handbasket and all that bullshit, all that in a bag of chips, whatever the fuck lingo you want to use, and all that shit. Like, I mean, smoke them if you got them. Who gives a fuck at this rate? Just be responsible and moderate about it. That's all I say. Try to be responsible, but beyond that, who gives a fuck anymore? Like, honestly, like, man, life too stressful to give a shit. Like, fucking dead ass, honestly. I'm not even gonna lie. Life is too stressful to really give that much of a shit if, like, I shouldn't or not. Like, sorry, it's like, really, arguably, no matter what, like, everything in the world, will ultimately say, like, don't. But at the same time, everything is saying, like, who cares? Not to be too, like, nihilistic about it, but, like, I'm just saying, bro, like, I mean, at certain points, like, man, just don't do, like, the hard shit. Just stick to, like, beer, weed, psychedelics sometimes to help, like, balance some shit sometimes or something. I don't fucking know. And then, like, cigs. Just leave it to that. Don't do anything else. It's not an advocacy, by the way, YouTube. Just an observational commentary. I'll grow your own flower? Nope. Yeah, I have seeds, but I literally have no space to grow any of it, so I just collect them. One day I'd like to grow some because, I live in a recreational state, and even, someone like me without a medical card, I can grow them. I just can't grow as much as someone who has a medical, license or even a farming license and shit like that, but I can still grow 'em. By 90 years, skin and bones. Oh my god, don't say that. What the fuck? I like to hope that I'm healthier than that, bro. I'd like to live to that age, but I'd like to at least be like healthier than that. Especially considering my mom's side of my genetics, and I think, my broader genotype, has her genes. So I'm just hoping for that. Honestly, all in all, I think I definitely do, but I definitely have a lot of my dad's genes. So I'm just like, oh fuck. Problem is though, also like some of my mama's genes are a little like oof. There's some cancer on my mom's side, not so much on my dad's side though. So I'm like, I kind of hope that I have his shit too, because if not, then I'm like, oh fuck, that's a thing. That's a thing to worry about in my life. What's your occupation? What's it do ya? What's it do ya? What, did Jimmy the Rat try to come over here and try to get a little info on me? Oh, because I'm trying to walk over here. I don't know, I just toss wings and all that shit and stuff. I mean, I work at a chicken wing place. Good pay and decent stuff, yeah. So, like it. Good crew and everything. During systematic taxation generates over 40 billion in federal taxes in America. Live their lives should let people live their lives the way they want to. Well, huh? Patrick, I'm literally a leftist saying the same thing, my bro. I mean, yeah, there should be like regulation and even an encouragement to maybe not do that shit, but I mean, it's your body, it's your choice. Who gives a fuck? Like, huh? I think you got the wrong impression there, my guy. Libtards and leftists, for one, are definitely two different things, and also libtards are probably the ones we're talking about because they're the more whiny, annoying ones about everything. They don't want you to smoke. They're banning cigarettes. Let's try and take. Well, I mean, which I don't inherently. I mean, disagree with the ethics around it. I just don't agree with that. Just let it be a thing. Regulate them. Tax them. Like Oregon is doing it like that, and also broadly in Oregon, like the consumption of tobacco has lessened over time because of that. Doesn't mean that people ain't stopping smoking. Maybe some people have legitimately lessened their consumption, but maybe are still smoking. Some people probably quit cold turkey. Either way, broader consumption, regardless, and the sales of tobacco have lessened because of such, which overall is a good thing. That's not bad. I mean, doesn't mean that you can't smoke. It just means that, yeah, like, there's maybe a broader consequence for doing the legitimate damage to your body with a legitimately harmful product, that it's there. Whatever. That's fine. For marijuana, there's taxation with that shit. I have to pay those taxes too when it comes to weed. Same with tobacco. If I buy a pack for that to mix it with some of my weed sometimes, I mean, like, it's not, I mean, so what? That's what I get for actively partaking in those substances. So the fuck what? And frankly, overall, the prices are balanced out to the point where it's not really terrible for tobacco a little bit, but what the fuck ever, who cares? Like I said, you should probably refrain from that anyway. Growing on tobacco, that's probably maybe better. Is by date expired 2001. What? What the fuck are you even talking about? Dude, I'm not from Denmark, by the way, so whatever shit they got is like nothing in comparison to what I'm talking about, bro. I don't know what the hell you're talking about. I don't know if you're from Denmark and that's what you're trying to refer to, but what am I supposed to like have some general knowledge about that? Because I don't. Sorry, bro. I might be a little bit of a mutt, including, being Danish when it comes to being a Northern European little fuck, but I'm not from Norway or Denmark or anywhere from Northern Europe. So, don't know, just saying. They just gotta pay a tax for it. That's what I'm saying. That's exactly what I'm saying, which is fine. I'd rather the state or even, the federal government get a little bit of a tax, because of something like that, where they at least have a somewhat of a guaranteed income to a certain degree. Which honestly, to a certain level, things like sales taxes, can be useful for that, on a level that is a guaranteed income, regardless, if others want to or not want to pay their taxes, especially when it comes to like corporations, billionaires, etc. Because if you have things like luxury, sales taxes, whether they pay it, like out of state or otherwise, they still got to pay those taxes. So, I mean, ultimately, I can see some merit to it. I just think that sales taxes should only apply to a certain income and higher. I don't really think it should apply to like lower income status necessarily, but I do think it should at least apply to like, I don't know, let's just shoot a random, ballpark number. 95,000 a year. If that's what your income is and higher, then yeah, you get, a sales tax, for what you purchase. But like maybe I'll say like the very low end is like maybe like 1% or maybe like 2% or something like that. But the more income you make, depending on what bracket you're in, then the higher it is. Maybe then if you're making like, 2 million annually, yeah, you're paying like a 6 to 8% sales tax or even higher, maybe. Are we fucking serious? Did it like really just bruh, bruh. YouTube, the TV YouTube app is actually like fucking ass. I have to go back. Are you fucking serious? Well, I guess it was only barely 10 minutes into it, but are you fucking kidding me right now? Bruh. I literally have to go all the way back to find that bitch. Are you serious? Bro. Bruh. And it won't save the timestamp, and it does this with the ad. Oh my god. Corporate fucking scum of the earth and shit. I swear to Lord. Things used to not be so cooked. You know what? I'm just gonna skip to like that timestamp. You're not going to that timestamp. Are you fucking kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me right now? Are you really being that much of an asshole? Okay, there we go. 1.25 again, because Jesus fucking Christ. YouTube TV app is fucking actual asshole. And not even the like good asshole either. Ugh. Well, now it's I think where it should be. So I guess to continue the bullshit, we won't prolong our side tangent for a minute. We had enough respite anyway. The words on the getting six are discussing that it was looking over the. That's the point. Yeah, that's kind of the point. I remember in Iceland, I remember seeing an empty pack that someone littered shittily on the ground next to a fucking bin, by the way, too. I'm just like, fucking really? I guess someone probably tried to chuck it in the bin, but just missed and it didn't really bother to pick it up. But I think it was like a Australian, cigarette pack or something because it literally showed like the damage of cigarettes and it was like the fucking mouth and the lungs just being revoltingly disgusting. And I'm just like, oh God. It didn't stop that person from smoking that pack, evidently. Smoke a dope on YouTube. No. I'm smoking herbal remedies and legalized tobacco. So there's a difference. Ugh. But just like, damn, I got lung cancer. You should go for low birth rates. Damn. What the fuck? Yeah. All right, enough delaying. We're going back in this in this fucking shit.
Also, in mid-2018, China was working to influence the results of the U.S. midterm elections.
Okay, well, I'm way too far ahead. Oh, shit. We didn't get into that. Hold up.
That information includes names, addresses, phone numbers, political party preferences, and other sensitive data that would be needed to register to vote and engage in other nefarious activities, which is exactly what was happening. This data loss presents an unprecedented election security nightmare. The intelligence even shows that China assigned a data exploitation unit specifically to this new project. Compounding the travesty, the second set of documents we are releasing reveals that members of the deep state, very, very famous group of people, in many cases, in our
Yeah, you're a part of it, you fuck. The entire FC class is literally it, and that's what you want. Oh my god.
agents work to actively suppress
The deep
and
state.
downplay information about the extent of China's sinister election meddling, covering it up from both the president and the American people like nobody thought.
Why the fuck is he doing this right now? Because this is kind of spooky. Like, is he trying to, like, ramp up with China now? Is he trying to do, like, some, like, oh, yeah, now we're going to, like, do some military, you know, agitation towards China on top of Iran and on top of Cuba? That's been, like, mainly Marco Rubio's little pet project. Like, why in the fuck is this being brought up so much? Because this is actually kind of a little, I don't know, freaky. Is there like that weird like multi-front war shit that Netanyahu likes to do when it comes to being like, oh yeah, for every front that we have, we actually need to have another one to really truly secure our security here? Because it really does kind of legitimately feel like that. I'm not even gonna fucking lie, dude. Because this is what the fuck? Why? Like, China was never really truly brought up up until this point. When it comes to anything, when it comes to like 2020 or 2024, when it comes to this whole middle of election fucking bullshit, it was always like Venezuela, or like you know, or yeah, like it's China was never really brought up ever up until now, as far as I remember. Even Russia was even mentioned a few times, but not China. Relationship with China is so weird. It really is, because this is not good. Like, I'd rather a relationship with China be positive, not negative. And this is literally, to me, like saying, yeah, they are trying to legitimately just break off the ties and be like, no, we're going to find a Kazi belly and an excuse to essentially be antagonistic and aggressive and maybe even start military action towards fucking China now. That's deadly. That's like, say what you want about, like they're built up with their navy and their military and their arms and shit, and how Western propaganda might want to perceive it and all this other shit. Like, I hate to say it though, I actually feel like that is a competent military force just waiting to get its experience in. Like, you don't think they're doing, drills, military war games and shit like that with each other like we do, here in the United States when training our troops and anywhere else in the world? Like, you don't think they're doing that? Of course they fucking are. Like, they're doing war games with their Navy all the fucking time, all throughout, like, the South China Sea and near the Taiwanese Strait and all that shit. So, like, what, you don't think they're doing that anywhere else? Like, they're just waiting at this rate. But they're playing the economic long game because they're being smart with it. But if push comes to shove, I'm going to be surprised if they take it. Being like, if you really want to fuck with us that hard, throw the first punch. You're going to regret it. That's legitimately how I think China is looking at it. They're not going to be the aggressor in this one. I mean, if the United States decides to really fucking take this perspective and angle of China, because, it's not going to be good. I hate to say it, I'm kind of rooting for China to win that one, regardless of how that fucking long-term game works.
It was possible. U.S. spy agencies began learning about the compromise of voter registration files in 2020 when they discovered that tens of millions of voter data, think of that, tens of millions of voters' data in 18 states have been bought, stolen, or hacked by China. Yet those responsible for sounding the alarm instead kept the information secret and hidden. They did not disclose to me as president or to anyone else, and to the best of our
One thing I'm wondering is like, if this is like, the claim that he's making, then how come this wasn't presented right from the get-go? That would have been, prevalent information to discover and, bring out to the limelight from when it first happened, right? Why is all of a sudden you're bringing it up now? Probably because it never fucking happened. Like, legit. It probably just didn't happen.
knowledge. They did not inform Congress. In fact, all they kept saying is, this is the most secure election in the history of our country. A standard, very pat line that was didn't have to say.
Fuck you. It actually literally was. Like, that bullshit literally unironically fucking was. Like, it absolutely fucking, was literally like, especially with the vote by mail, factor. Since we're talking about 2020, because of, shocker, COVID. So thus that means that, like, yeah, majority of people are not going to be going through the ballots and waiting in the lines and shit. They're going to be at home. And, it became a predominant way to vote at that time. And, wow, interesting. It actually led to being a very legitimately secure way to vote. Because, shocker, if you actually have like a very secured form where you have a signature of your document of vote that can be tallied, that's the most legit, secure way to do so. It's very, interesting, especially when you have a lot of time where there could be a, tallying up these votes over, a couple day process because of that type of thing, up until not just election day, but even afterwards. Wow, shocker. That's actually not a bad thing. It's as if maybe there should be an election week instead of just an election day. So we have an entire process to be able to tally every fucking vote. And then also everyone has an opportunity, regardless of work or anything else that happens to hit their fucking life, where they have at least still sometime during that week to, be able to vote. Whether it's, via mail or going to the polls or any other way. Not a boy. Who the fuck you? What? Does what? East Laurent? The fuck are you talking about? I'm talking and chilling and, who the fuck are you? Do I know you? Do I care about what the fuck you think? Here, I have 3 extra seconds to shut the fuck up and, reflect on your life. How about that? Fucking weird bitch ass. Canada on election days, you get paid time off to vote. Hey, wow, shocker. Maybe that should be a thing that you get too here in the United States. But, oh, wow, you don't because we suck. And also, it's like more likely you should be refrained to vote more so than allowed to. So, like, voter suppression is a very strong thing. And despite being so democratic, we really love to suppress democracy in this country. So, just a normal thing we do here. If only we actually had night things, that'd be cool.
This colossal security breach.
We're doing
It's
voices.
even more disturbing in light of the additional information showing that China engaged in other election-related activities to undermine my first administration in our 2020 campaign. They did not want, and they just didn't want it. They fought like hell not to have it, Donald Trump to win, and for good reason. As the documents we are releasing.
Yeah, you don't want to just say that the American people really were just sick of your bullshit. And, we're done with your fucking fascistic fuck ass. And, and no, it can't be that at all. It has to be China. It's China, folks. Let me tell you. It can't be the American people just fucking sick of your bitch ass at that point. And unfortunately, the DNC, basically had the only option being Joe Biden because, they have to let, corporatocracy and, the Zionist, DNC agenda to continue to roll through. But, I don't like the rules.
CIA reporting explicitly stated, and I quote, in mid-2018, the Chinese...
Hold on, what did he just say?
reporting explicitly stated, and I quote, in mid-2018, and they just didn't want it. They fought like hell not to have it, Donald Trump to win, and for good reason. As the documents we
Is
are
the evidence
releasing
real or
show,
fake?
CIA reporting
We'll go for it.
explicitly stated, and I
Oh, so the CIA made a report about it because you totally trust the CIA. Lovely.
quote, in mid-2018, the Chinese Communist Party's policy was to leverage all domestic and foreign elements that were opposed to the U.S. president in an effort to reduce the U.S. president's votes and make him resign or prevent his re-election. Isn't that nice?
Yeah, that would have actually been nice, you fucking piece of shit. That actually, unironically, would have been nice. Actually, unironically, too bad it never was a thing.
Also, in mid-2018, China was working to influence the results of...
Why is he talking about 2018? What's he doing? What the fuck is he talking about? Like 2018? Dog, 2028 is around the corner, you fuck. Like, what the hell? This is the part that I didn't hear. Like, I didn't hear this shit. Like, what? He's so fixated on, like, his first term and being, like, fucked over because, oh, there was a little baby blue wave back in 2018 to this and that, folks. Let me tell you. Like, oh, my God. He's literally actually dead ass trying to have a Kazi belly to essentially overthrow the election for 28, or at least for even these midterms. Like, he's legitimately trying to do that shit. Okay, keep your eyes open. Oh, I really can't. Shut the fuck up. Wow, maybe you should respond, to what the adult is talking about instead of being a little bitch ass, but that ain't my problem. Let's find out their ups and downs. What's the chat going into? Also, I have a better slot the rest of a good defense. The only difference is we don't have to right to an attorney. The birds under question. We have the right to consult one. Yeah, consulting one isn't necessarily the same as actually having one. Another bullshit caveat that our fucking system likes to fuck people over with, because they also like to say that, like, you have a right to attorney. If you can't afford one, then one, could be consulted, for you and shit. It's like, well, that's a caveat. You don't get one. You get a public defender, but that's it. It doesn't mean they actually get a true actual attorney. It's fucked. SPFX randomly. Well, so do I. And to be fair, sometimes it can be hard to kind of gauge this chat occasionally, but that's okay. There's some trolls in the mix, but hey, I'm here for it. I want them here. Too bad they're fucking lame ass bitches. Oh, it's just like, wow. You MAGA little fucks. You don't have anything better besides that. Like, actually fucking say some shit, you little fucks. Like, actually. Fucking do it. Instead of speaking on my character, speak on the fucking shit that's happening, you little fucking retard fucks. You troglodytic, pedophile, loving, supporting piece of shit. Oh my god, I cannot wait for the fucking system of justice to fucking hit you in the face so hard. Oh, it's gonna be so glorious. It's gonna be so fucking glorious.
The U.S. midterm elections and later the results of the 2020 presidential election itself. Separately in mid-2019,
they don't even know.
Was focused on undermining domestic confidence in the U.S. president. They wanted to just make you sound like your president wasn't so hot, when actually your president has done a great job, and they did everything possible to do exactly that. Going on, this document says, and this is by the CIA, the strategy included efforts to use Chinese contacts with big U.S. companies to influence...
Because, the CIA is very absolutely trustworthy.
U.S. business leaders to turn against the president of the United States of America.
Free market.
The Chinese government sought to identify U.S. journalists who had reported negatively on the U.S. president and pay them large sums of money to write more negative articles about him, as many...
When did he make the speech? Earlier today. Thursday. Well, today. Well, I guess technically yesterday, but
as they could, and they didn't care what they said. The Chinese government wanted U.S. president to lose the next election, and the reason they wanted me to lose is because they knew I was wise to them, charged them billions and billions of dollars worth of tariffs, and built the strongest military anywhere in the world. We have
Illegal tariffs, by the way, and literally, no, you didn't. Our military is weak as shit.
the strongest military anywhere in
Not
the
that
world.
that's a problem, by the way. I don't really care fuck if it's strong or not. We should be defunding it anyway. Whether it's strong or not is really irrelevant to me. I just want it defunded. So
These are exact quotes from the CIA reporting. The name of the person doing the quote is now under review, but it gets even worse.
how many
More
times is he going to
intelligence-
say, like, the CIA quote reports, blah, blah, blah? You are a little, like, you're literally just like, okay, before the speech, obviously some CIA handler literally got ahead of him. Like, some CIA fucking goon of some sort literally just, like, got into his ear for this fucking speech and being like, yo, you gotta, like, I know you already want this to be your talking points, but we gotta put it to China, man. Here's some CIA fabricated, bullshit and compromise and this and that, where we can, like, say it is actually them, when it really ain't. Watch it literally be some bullshit like that, bro. Like, actually, like, watch it be some shit like that. Because I guarantee you it fucking is. Ugh. Yeah, I know he has no idea what he's talking about. He's reading a teleprompter. He's just, basically saying, and basically reading the speech of the last fucking person, speaking his fucking ear about this shit. Like, he had an idea about his speech that he wanted to do. And now at this point, it's like he had a bunch of other handlers to be like, oh, well, here, I want you to kind of phrase it in this way and shit. And some CIA handler fuck, got in his fucking ear for this shit. Why is he talking about the CIA so fucking much in this little time span?
Obtained by the FBI in 2020, yet buried by rogue bureaucrats, stated that China's activities even included an attempt to manufacture illegal ballots for Joe Biden.
Joe
Show
Biden.
that during this period, dozens of significant CIA and NSA reports about China's election targeting
Hold on,
were kept out
what?
of the presidential
Joe Biden. What?
Whereas raw intelligence obtained by the FBI in 2020, yet buried by rogue bureaucrats, stated that China's activities even included an attempt to manufacture illegal ballots for Joe Biden.
Joe Biden. The manufacturer illegal ballots. He literally is just basically saying that, like, the majority of Americans and the majority of people in China somehow is literally basically fundamentally behind how Joe Biden won the election. Like, what the fuck is he even saying? This is wild shit. Oh, what the fuck, man? Why is this allowed to be normal? Why is this allowed to be fucking normal? Like, actually. Like, what the fuck? Oh, but there's people that support this shit. Oh my god. Ooh. I gotta bite my tongue on that one. Dirty butt. Deliver me right. By where we. Oh, right on. Cute.
Joe Biden.
Show that during this period, dozens of significant CIA and NSA reports about China's election targeting were kept out of the presidential briefing. These were briefings I would get almost every day. Everything was kept out that was of importance. One email among intelligence analysts admitted that they had, quote, deliberately massaged the presidential daily briefing to withhold information regarding Chinese activities related to the election. Another official insight.
That's basically implying that your administration, by the way, had an insider that was withholding information. Because prior to 2020, who was running the country at that point? It'd be Trump. So you're literally he literally is admitting without even realizing that he potentially had a Chinese insider that, like, withheld information. If we're to take what he's saying for fact. He had like an agent within his inner circle of like briefings who purposely withheld information when it came to that general election. So when it comes to election rigging, Trump, it's all on your ass, bitch. It happens when you happen to be running shit. Or really, frankly, arguably Republicans, especially. Because it happened under Bush with, fucking Jeb being the governor of Florida, to fucking, stifle Al Gore. So, I mean, seems to be a little repetitive pattern. Curious. Not just that, but hey, Democrats like to play the game too. They just like doing the primaries to make sure they root out like any progressives and other people, when it comes to that type of shit. Then in general, once they got their money invested into the right candidate, then it's all fair game, bro. Wink. They like to play a little bit more tactfully. Republicans don't. They don't give a fuck. Because, man, there's so much projection and shit going on with this. I'm going to actually kind of skip ahead on this thing, because, like, let's go, like, this mark right here. Let's see.
Systems to disrupt election processes within the United States of America. Tonight, we're releasing all of those findings and spanning from January 2020 to June 2026. This is a cyber threat aimed at the very heart of our democracy. Many people have questioned whether it could actually be possible to.
Dude, he's struggling to breathe so hard with this shit. Oh my God.
Electronically manipulate.
And he's still literally going off on this shit. I skipped pretty decently ahead and he's still going off about, oh my God. As much as this ramble is a bunch of bullshit, like he is actually unironically, legitimately trying to like basically set the stone for being like, yeah, now we're going to kind of like fabricate and rig this election and like make it our shit and like basically overthrow like the broader idea of democracy. I think if not in midterms, but definitely in 28. Because why is he making this fucking speech if not to at least like set a standard? Because why is it bringing this up so fucking much? Oof. And then the escalation of ICE, and then like the off and on threat of like having the National Guard or even the military broadly being sent to U.S. cities and shit, and then fucking Mike Johnson making a speech about like we got to like fight threats foreign domestic, and we're having to fight communism on our own shores. Implying people like Mamdani and like this progressive movement and the Democratic Party, like there is some spooky shit that these motherfuckers are doing insane right now. That it is like. Second Amendment's there for a reason in the Constitution. While it lasts, take advantage of it. I'll just say that much.
Change election results on these terrible machines. Today, we are releasing documents that show the CIA obtained reporting of a specific plot to.
Still to CIA shit, bro. I literally skipped ahead and it's like he's just rambling. I'm skipping farther because what the fuck? 5 minutes ahead.
Hundreds of millions of U.S. voter files are in the hands of foreign governments. Our machines and ballot counting systems are exposed to hacking.
I guarantee you that we have the same fucking shit when it comes to other governments that we have done, especially when it comes to the banana wars, when it comes to doing a coup against, various different governments and shit. Like, fuck off. Fuck off with that. Who cares?
Manipulation and corruption. China and other countries.
What are you going to do about this? Well, so far, what he's going to do about it is invite the FBI, DOJ, and Homeland Security to investigate it. So far, we have absolutely nothing.
And CIA, too.
And trying to meddle in our elections. Evidence of fraud has been buried. Hundreds of thousands of non-citizens and dead people are listed. And
oh, no, there's plenty of people that believe this bullshit.
We still have elections with no voter ID, no proof of citizenship, and tens of millions of ballots floating aimlessly.
Hey, maybe the whole voter ID thing wouldn't be such a big deal if, I don't know, it'd be federalized and a legal thing across the board to have voter ID and IDs across the board, legal and free. Hey, you need ID? It's free. You prove you live here, you got an address and all that shit. Whether you got a visa, naturalized citizen, born and raised here, don't fucking matter as far as I give a fuck. There you go. Boom. ID. Like, I don't know. Maybe it should be like that. Like, I mean, voter ID wouldn't be a big deal if that ended up being the circumstance. And honestly, it wouldn't even be a thing or an issue if we just like absolutely like, streamlined it even digitally to an extent or even by mail. Because like you don't necessarily inherently need an ID to prove that you're a citizen here. There's other forms of confirmation of your, legitimacy as a citizen here or nationalized or a visa or otherwise where you can, vote here. You don't inherently need you don't need a fucking ID inherently. But regardless, outside of even the fucking aspect of votership, like having an ID should just be free at the point of service. Oh yeah, you lost it because you're a little too drunk and lost your wallet and it needed to replace shit like your ID and stuff. All right, whatever. Oh, it's the first time getting one, or your ID expired, or you lost it because you just lost it in your house or during your move or whatever the fuck. Shit like that. Regardless of circumstance, it should be free at the point of service. Like straight up. Well, it's cost money to someone, usually in the form of taxes. I'm fine with that. I don't care if it's there's some level of like the state office or the federal fucking government where a tiny minutia of my taxes goes to ensuring that that's free at the point of service. I don't care. I mean, most of our taxes go into fucking bullshit like, the Israeli war against Iran and the military industrial complex and corporations and all that shit. I mean, if a little bit of it at least goes to something useful, hey, good, I guess. I mean, take the W's when you can, I suppose, right? I mean, because, you gotta kind of look at it as like a domino effect, regardless. I mean, if you can at least get a W in one way, it leads to other dominoes dropping for other wins as well later down the line, and that's one of them. Maybe a small one, but a good one though.
Through the mail, as one example of the insanity, California's recent election for mayor of LA and governor was held on June 2nd, a long time ago, but it was just completed a few days ago on July 10th. Think of that, much more than 1 month. It took a month to count the votes. I wonder what they were doing. This is worse than any third world country. There's no third world country.
MAGA might attack voting centers because Trump said there's fraud. I don't know if you remember this, but the last time there was an election while Trump was president, he led an insurrection on the Capitol building. So I was expecting attacks on voting centers anyway, to be honest with you.
As elections, like
that was the last time there was an election while Trump was in office.
And ABC fake.
That's true. I mean, Vosh has got a fast speaker anyway, but like it literally is like true though. But like the last time there was like overt corruption, meddling, and all this other shit, like it literally was him. It literally is just him. You don't hate to say it, fuck Democrats, but like they ain't doing this shit. They don't do shit like this. They ain't doing this.
News have both said that they would not cover this speech. They knew what it was about because of the fact that they don't like the topic, because they know how corrupt our system is and they don't want to reveal it. They and others in the media are part of a plot. They want to continue this fraud for whatever reason. They want to keep it going. They want to protect the radical left. They can't have a great country, and that's true. You can't.
The fuck is he even talking about? The radical left, this, that, they, this, that. Like, he's just doing they, thems now. I think he lost the plot himself. It's like, it has to be make sure and guarantee that I win. If not, then it's the left, it's thems, it's the days, it's China. It's this and that. Let me tell you, folks, it's the Democrats. The fuck is he even rambling about, bro? Like somewhere in the mix of that, he was talking about California and their election shit, and then he just rambled extensively. What is he doing? We gotta skip further ahead because, like, oh my fucking god. Like, how long is this? We're at the 48 mark. All right, we're going at. Oh my god, actually, it's near the end. Yeah, okay, so we'll go near, like. All right. What is it? Right around here. Okay, so we'll go to, like, the last, like, 2 minutes.
Mentally handle the idea that people just fucking despise him.
I have revealed tonight my administration is in the process of notifying the states whose election day
Wow, is the whole speech coming to this? I'm now announcing, folks. Finally, after skipping your fucking ramble, bitch ass. And I ramble a lot, bro. I'm a rambling crossfaded motherfucker, okay? I own that shit. But this motherfuck, dude. Holy fucking shit.
data was
I think I pretty much summed up this whole speech just on the virtue of, like, skipping around and literally just hearing him ramble about the same thing over and over again. And now I think we finally got to the juice of it.
compromised by the People's Republic of China and
Could've been an
many
email.
others. We will be working closely to mitigate any harm, and we're taking swift action to ensure that sensitive voter data is better protected so we can never be bought, we can never be hacked, and we can never watch us stolen.
Like you literally tried to do in 2020 and 2024, you piece of shit. And you didn't even need to in 2024. And actually, even your attempts at doing so, there was plenty of fucking counties and districts and places where even your attempt to do so, you actually lost more votes than you won because of your attempt at a corruption of doing so. Projection munch, bitch.
Election again. Tomorrow, the Secretary of Homeland Security
Wait, what?
hacked, and we can never watch a stolen election again.
By not having any in the first place anymore.
Tomorrow, the Secretary of Homeland Security will hold a briefing to outline his department's recent work confirming cyber vulnerabilities in our electronic voting systems.
That's when he volunteered to have guaranteed ID for everybody who uses the internet and has a phone. Everybody in the United States must comply with ID, regardless if they're having a vote or anything else in between. Every ISP must guarantee that they have their ID and information of everyone that uses the internet and everything so we can gather all the information for Palantir. Peter Thiel, Stephen Miller, and Palantir must all profit from this, folks. It's for the benefit of all of humanity, even though they hate and detest humanity with every atomic particle of their being, folks. But let me tell you, it's actually for the greater good. For the greater good, folks. For the greater good. Trump 2028. Go fuck off. Oh, yeah, let's support literally based on what I'm rambling about. Yeah, fuck off. I don't even need to, like, rant at you. I just fuck off. That's just all I got to say to you at that point. I grow weary of you fucks. That much I'll say. Titty sprinkle. Titty sprinkle, folks. Let me tell you. I love the poorly educated, and they all love me. They don't realize I'm a disgusting, pedophile, degenerate orange fermented pumpkin. But that's okay, folks. The sentient pussy that is on my neck is what controls me ultimately. Let me tell you, folks. It's the one that truly controls me. Nothing else does. Trump's an idiot. I think his fucking neck pussy and that nussy is literally what's controlling him now at this point. I'm just convinced. RFK got the brainworms. Trump got the nussy. Vance is possessed by the sentient leather couch that he wants to fuck out all the time. Yeah. They're all like possessed by something. Hexef's possessed by the perpetual endless bottle of Jack that is in his liquor cabinet. Kash Patel is possessed endlessly by the fucking, Budweisers and, the cocaine that is in his pocket. Lord of mercy upon our souls for the liquor cabinet and the coke fucking drug cabinet of this country is running everything. But what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do, folks? Let me tell you. Of course they all do. And we know what we say about MAGA little pipsqueak Nazi little sad bitches like them, right? It's just like that one band, the Muslims did. It's okay to punch Nazis. And also there's that the Dead Pioneers, Nazi Teeth, the Dead Kennedys, the old school, the classic, Nazi punch fuck off. Old school classics, come on now. You know what they say. But let's see this last little outro of this shit and see if there's probably not, but anything worth a merit.
They are bad. We're in the process of.
They are bad. They're bad. They're very bad. They're meanies. They're poo-poo heads. They're very big bullies, and I won't tolerate it because I'm a little toddler, pedophile loving fuck.
Informing governors, senators, and members of Congress of potential issues in their states. If you look at voting today, it's in such bad shape in so many states, and we are committing to fix it.
It could have been a truth post. This could have been a truth post that I paid a $100 a month subscription to see 2 microseconds earlier than everyone else. I agree.
And we're also committing to be
Also, voting is such a disgrace that you're committed to fix it when it's literally not. Dude, this whole myth of voter fraud shit is so fucking annoying. I fucking hate it. I'm not saying that, elections historically or contemporarily have, gauges, to kind of, rig it to one way or the other kind of shit, right? I'm not saying that. But literal voter fraud shit, that specifically, is such a fucking myth and a misnomer. You can literally look with the data saying proving this, saying that at most there's probably 20 different cases of very specific voter fraud in the last 20 fucking years. And interestingly enough, some of the more recent ones were from the 2020 election and the 2024 election, mostly from Trump supporters, because they were all gung-ho about this whole voter fraud shit where they unintentionally literally were committing voter fraud themselves. So, I mean, the most recent cases, funny enough, are, either from the, in the MAGA crowd in the last, a couple elections, when Trump is, running, or, in, the one-off case that happened in, 2004 or, 2000 or some shit. Or the hiccups hit me in the face. It's rare occurrences like that. And even then, even let's say they were successful, it would literally not make a goddamn lick of a fucking difference if the outcome of any of these elections, where it wouldn't matter. I mean, it literally wouldn't. So it's just a full fucking misnomer. Not that it's not a problem, because it should be addressed, but ultimately it's due to the fact that it's pretty fucking rare already as it is, I think I'll probably have a good lock on, dealing with shit like that regardless. So, I don't know. I'm pretty sure the whole voter fraud thing is bullshit, whether it's vote by mail or otherwise. Because it's never really been a true fucking case, up until recently, literally because of MAGA chuds. So it's really just a bunch of bullshit. What a fucked up government. Yeah, I live in it.
Working with those states and local jurisdictions to help them fix and patch known technical vulnerabilities before the midterm elections. We have very important elections coming up. We want those elections, to be honest. I've also ordered
that slide in the premise by again. We want the elections to be honest, aka we want them to go our way. Rigging it for us and to be in our favor. It's projection. Everything he's saying is fucking projection. Because he's telling you what he's gonna do. It's just sliding the premise by. Too bad his fucking poorly educated, troglodytic, inbred cousin fucking dumb fucks and sheep fucking horse fucking piece of shit, troglodytic Neanderthals. You don't want to fucking support him every fucking way. Be like, that's actually good. Fuck the left. Fucking, ugh. God damn, man, I wish there was a radical motherfucker out there. Dude, you just gulag this piece of shit. Like, sort of God, dude. Ugh. You don't really want to know how I truly feel. Let's just put it that way.
DHS to notify every state about non-citizens or their voter rolls and direct them to remove all.
Okay, I'm sorry. This is really stupid. Somebody, I've been linked multiple times to the White House page that details the information that he's going over here.
Wow. Whoosh. Oh my God. I was misled. That wasn't the last 2 minutes. This is actually the last. Fuck you, Whoosh. Okay.
House and Senate.
So that's the only thing that's happening here. This is just another excuse to beg for the passage of the SAVE Act.
And demand
He's begging.
that they
He's fucking
pass
begging.
the Save
Hands and knees.
America Act without delay. Together we will.
It really came into full fruition for that. The American Save Act, folks. Does that act actually, like, did any of his ramble have anything to do with that fucking shit, like, at all? With the SAVE Act? Like, does it at all? Oh my God. This rambly fucking Adderall pedophilic piece. Ugh. Dementia out. Fuck. Oh my God. Oh my fucking God, dude. It's all about manliness. All about the manliness of testosterone, folks. Even Hegseth is saying that the military needs to make sure they have TRT to maximize their sexy manliness, folks. We need to see some chiseled abs in our military. Make our United States military sexy again. Unironically, that literally is something that Kegs Breath was talking about. I'm not even joking. J.D. Vance assaulted your couch. I'm truly sorry about that. Luckily, he has not done that to me yet. Unless it's Just Dance Vance. If it's a please and thank you. If it's that Vance, I'm cool with that. You know what? We need a palate cleanser. You know, fuck this speech. I don't even care about the last little bit of this. We need a palate cleanser. I literally unironically have a weird feeling in my gut right now, and I need a palate cleanser. I unironically need it right now. Not even joking. Now I just need to look up Nostromical. Nostromo. No. Not that. I don't know what that is. There we go. Are you not wanting to, like, load it? I got it. Now load it, you fuck. Load it, you cunt. Really? It took that long to load it? Jesus Christ. There we go. Oh, Lord of mercy. There he is. That's him. He ascends. Wait, what's going on here? We're just in for the journey now. We're in for the journey. Whoa, bro. Please and thank you. Just Dance Vance is literally... He's on an adventure. What's he doing, bro? Is he on like Naboo or something? Oh hell yeah! Look at our boy. He's unstoppable. He just checks out the sights. He does his thing. Hanging out with his girl at the couch. You know what I mean? You know, like... What the fuck? What is that? What is this? What the fuck? Okay, what the actual fuck was that? That was diabolical. I was not ready for that one. Holy fuck. I was not ready for that. Holy shit. Whoa. 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 Yo, Vance. You're doing some wild shit sometimes. That was a little diabolical. Not even gonna lie, that was a little insane. But here's a good one. There's actually a few good ones, but here's a good one. It's unstoppable, bro. Just Dance Vance, baby. Oh! Almost unstoppable, though. He almost got away with it, though. Haters will say this is AI. Haters say this is AI, bro. Oh, poor Vance. Poor Vance. Poor Vance. Oh. See, that's our true vice president. That's our real VP, bro. He's our true VP, bro. In fact, Eve used to be a couch salesman. Hold up. God damn it. There we go.
You heard me. Come shop. Come shop with us. I said, please market Montgomery. It's just like Amen them all. Hey, you heard me. Come shop. Come shop.
He wants you to shop at his little mini mall with all the couches, bro. That's what he wants you to do. I mean, you know, before, you know, the meme that we all knew and love. This is Lost Media. This is the first auditions. And also, this is like during the fucking, you know, Olympics right here. No one, it was too diabolical, bro. They had to, you know, hide the footage. Ooh. The hand, bro. You just can't be stopped. Haters say it's AI, bro, but it's not. Haters say it's AI, but it ain't, bro. Literally, it was so insane that they literally had to scrub it from the Olympics, bro. They literally had to scrub it from the Olympics, bro, because it was just that diabolical. Stone faced and everything, bro. Look at him. Stone cold, ready to go. Stone cold and ready to go, brother. Just saying. You know what? We're finding another one because there's just too many epic ones. I mean, honestly. What's a good one that, like, oh, wait, what was the one that he had, like, where he was with the Vance Slings? There's a good one with the Vance Slings that was not that long ago, recently uploaded. Where was it? How was it recently uploaded or not? Oh, no. Was it an older one? Was it an oldie? Was it an oldie? And I just didn't realize because it was a Goldie? Where is it? I need to find it. Had to be more recent. Probably not, though. Damn. Oh, wait, no. Here we go. Found it. Out. I found it. Didn't take that long. Whoop. What the Vance Slings gotten themselves into with JD, bro. What are they doing in Spain, bro? Oh hell, damn, bro. The Vancelings. The Vancelings are even chasing the bull, bro. Like how? Like it's rare when it comes to the bull runs where the bull's like, oh hell no. Even the bull's like, I won't fuck with the Vance. I won't fuck with the JD Vancelings of Vance, bro. They won't fucks with them because JD advanced and his little Vancelings, unstoppable forces. Unstoppable forces. Wait, why am I doing that? I can actually like just put a music playlist on, instead. What am I doing? I'm not wrapping it up yet, but I also don't want to scrabble with doing a playlist of this phone and all that. So we'll do this. Oh wait, I just realized it's gonna be fucking ads. Never mind. We'll do a little little mini interval just for half a second. For half a sec. Look up Anthony Constantino if you really want to see how bad it is. Little Republican rep for the 21st District of New York. Oh, God. There, I'm going to have to turn the Wi-Fi hotspot on this bitch. But I'll look it up real quick. Let us see. Constantino. I'm getting a model influencer, but that's obviously not who it is. A politician. Oh God. Who is this dude? Nobody's man but yours? Okay, that's weird. That's his motto. Why does he look like a weird, like, I'm like the uncle to Elon Musk or something? Like, what the fuck? Oh my God. Is there anything about him? Like a Wikipedia? That isn't the fucking influencer? Because I guess there's a Filipino influencer who's a model that is also literally named Anthony Constantino as well. So. Is there anything on Ballotpedia that, shows his, It literally is not saying anything about his policies. I want to learn about this weirdo. Is that a website? It doesn't even show a website for this guy. It's just articles about him. Like, what the fuck? This doesn't help. Bleh. It literally don't help. I'm looking up the guy, but there's like so little information about him. And somehow he won, I guess, in the primary. So now he's in a general. Like, who the fuck is he? Like, even the very little that I was able to look up, there's like nothing, dude. Like, what the fuck? Who's this random little stranger that I guess just had a victory, I suppose? Like, what the fuck? What a weirdo. Man, it reminds me of that Victor Marks guy, who I guess apparently killed a motherfucker. His dad, like, forced him to kill somebody when he was, like, 8 years old, and then apparently he's killed more, since, and all this other shit, at least implied that he, like, and does exorcisms and shit. Like, oh my God. If no one knows who I'm talking about, look up Victor Marks. He's literally, like, an unhinged fucking maniac, and unironically probably a serial killer. I'm not even joking. I guarantee you that guy's a serial killer. Like, I mean, why would you imply you've killed a bunch of people, confirmed you supposedly did, and just, and then now you're and people voted for you and won. Hot take: Republicans don't deserve the right to vote anymore. They're done. They're cooked. Cooked. That Republican Party registration, everything. Nah, you're done. No, no. You want election rigging? How about that, bitch? No. You want your conservative values represented? Start a new party. How about that? Let that be a way to start, like, third parties. Yeah, I guess it comes from the right, but you know what? They'll break it up a little bit. You gotta do it somehow. I mean, fuck it. That's one way to do it. It's a good conclusion either way. Because, with some of these, crazy fucks, you can still be like, nah, your party ain't valid. You're too much of an extremist, fucking psycho. That wants to just like death upon the earth like that. No. We could do that, so. Because, hey, if the Republican Party is like that, we have at least a basic foundation to work with. Shouldn't be that too difficult. Where did he go? Oh, there it is. Oh. Why are you over there by the door? Hey, waiting for Papa. Oh my god, you stretchy Jazzy. She went mega stretch chunk mode. Oh my lord. Goofy little thing. And you both are huffy puffy right now. Was that one little treat that I gave earlier not enough? Do you want more from Unc? Is that what it is? They're not even giving me a response. I know it probably is, though. They are little spoiled little beans when it comes to treats. I just think they don't realize that I'm talking about them right now. This Jazzy want a little treat. Oh, she immediately was like, yeah, that's what I thought. I know you want more trees. All you mutual little stretches. Oh my god. The mutual little stretch beans. Hey. There you go, Vito. Up here. See? You gotta come over here for it. Come on. Paw. Hey, yo, damn. Savage. Get over here. Come on. Sit. Right here. Sit. Vito, sit. Or lay down and plop your whole belly on that speaker. That works too. Paw. Good boy. Jazzy up. Up. Sit. Paw. I mean, I guess you already had a paw. Up. Ah! Chunk. All the way up. Come on. Paw. This isn't exactly a paw. Paw? Oh, you gave me paws. Double paws. Oh. Little chunk. Are you trying to eat my hair? What the hell are you doing now? Oh, you just haven't eaten all of it. You're just a very slow little chomp chomp. You're very slow about eating your little chewy little treat. I like how she has her paw on my shoulder. Oh, chomp chomp. Big old chunk. What's up? Ah! Oh, I know, she's ridiculous. She's a little ridiculous. And oh shit, the treat's way over there. I was gonna give him one more each, but can I reach him? I kind of can't. I'm kind of anchored by a Doge. Hey Vito, laying a little head on my lap. What's up, buddy? Chunk. I'm stuck. I'm stuck now. I mean, Vito ain't got me stuck, but this one does. Oh, Lord of mercy. What, I literally cannot read the rest of it because this. Can I use my foot to, like, move that? Well, that really didn't help at all. Fuck. I'm literally stuck. I don't want to disturb this. I can't disturb this. This is ridiculous. Oh. Quiet. What a sweet. God fucking damn it. Mm. Ah. I'm just holding on to y'all now. I was able to at least grab that without disrupting the chunk. Oh, look at that bang. Oh. Oh my goodness. Hello, bro. What's up? What's up? I got a galump chunk. That's Chunk the Pondy. And I'm kind of stuck now. Like I refuse to move. Like I'm not moving for this. This is too cute. My arm's stuck now. I mean, she's literally got her arm literally wrapped around me. We're like, no, I'm hugging your arm. Because perfect angle for scritch on the face. Oh. No, she's happy, but she is just gloved. Hmm? Hmm? Where are you from? The PNW. She is just like stretched out all over me. Oh my lord. Oh, a little bean. Do I do it for you? I did it for you. You little sweet little bean. She literally do kind of look like that meme there for a minute. Just not the same species of dog, but a little bit. She did that got a little silly chunk face. Oh. Can I have my arm back, by the way? Like, you've like just occupied this space of my arm this entire 10 year. I'm pretty sure I literally can't. Can I have it back? I'm stuck. That's okay. Uncle approve. It was all for her niece being a little silly bean. Nap time. Getting her nap time. Nice. Oh. Well, I knocked her out. Well, kind of. Oh. You almost got knocked out. Can I have my arm back though? Like actually for real though. Yeah, yeah. Can I have my arm, please? I had a little bit of an unlock. Oh shit! There we go. Oh, you still want my shoulder? What the hell? Seriously? He's like me. Yeah, I am. Wow. she, she really is just like, you're mine right now. You're on my property. You're on my pillow. Mwah. You silly little thing. I can't help but love this. But you are just ridiculous, though. Because I literally cannot have my arm back at all. That really don't help either. Wow. She's got like a weird little smirk, being like, "Yeah, I kind of like it a little bit." No, damn it! I almost did, but now she's like pressing all that on me. Wow. I'm not gonna drop my fucking elbow on you, like, cause you're okay. You're kind of doing it to yourself. Okay, well, all right, well, all right. She did it to herself. Never mind. What are you doing? Oh my god. She's just drooping her whole head over here. You goof. You can't even really see her. She's just like this amorphous little blob. Goofball. You just a goofball. Just trying to rest her head out. Wait, hold on. All right, let's get you comfy. Let's get you a comfy chunk. Immediately just balled up. I knew you were gonna like that. Yeah. Perfect little ball chunk. Yeah. You sweet little baby. You sweet little thing. Her little hydraulic press noises are just the most cutest little thing ever. I will never get over that shit. She has so many different variations of it too. She'll have like a little. She'll have like a little. She'll have like a little. When she sneezes, like she has like so many like actual hydraulic press noises that is just so cute. What a big amount of goof. She really is a big amount of goof. That speech took it out of me. We didn't even see the whole fucking thing either, by the way. And good thing, because literally it was just like the same rambling bullshit over and over again. Oh my god. I should have known that that's what was going to happen when we got into this shit. I will say as much. There's dank in food to behold. So I have about that. But I'm just like, I'm just like, oof. And also too bad I didn't even mention my elite shift leader earlier, being like, when I had to like get out early because of like the labor cost kind of factor. And I was like, if it gets slammed and you can afford me back, so to speak, let me know. Obviously, that wasn't the case. I'm just like, fuck. Sad face. But I'm not gonna lie, honestly, the main reason why is just so I could probably get like a little like food. Honestly, because I was like, man, I got some stuff here, but a little addition, to what I got would be nice. And plus, I'm gonna call out on Saturday. Like, I literally have no other means to do it besides doing that, for that day for the show. So I'm just like, fuck it. Next week for sure, I'm just absorbing all the hours. I'll just be like, yo, even if slow and it's only for 2 hours, I'll help like maintain lobby, this and that. I don't care. Like, I need something. Even if it's like an hour or something, I don't care. Give me something. Something. Because I looked at my hours this week so far, and I'm like, ooh, not that good. They're not really great. I'm like, I need to make that up somehow. Knowing that Saturday I'm not gonna be there, I'm like, not gonna be as bueno. I still need to figure out who to call though, because it's like, obviously, the shop needs to know no matter what, but and the boss, I think that's just basically it. Just call the shop first, and then let boss man know and be like, hey, I warned the people there, but I'm letting you know as well, so everyone's informed. Blah blah blah. Like, I think that's just really the best way to go about it, because like, the only other idea I was thinking about is maybe like doing like the having a family emergency thing, but they could be like, well, come later at like 9 or something, or some shit like that, and I'm like, I mean, mental health wise, that wouldn't necessarily be great. You know what I mean? Like, so it's, I don't know. Like, I don't want to risk that necessarily being like, well, no, you can come later when I don't want to. Because obviously I really can't because of what I want to do. Yeah, that's basically my game plan. I'm going to just like, either knowing me and my sleeping schedule, if I'm like, up sometime by like 7-ish, or maybe I wake up to go take a shit or something, I can just basically like while I'm in the bathroom just call them up and be like, hey yo, I'll text whoever the shift lead is, or maybe even call the store, but I just want to at least let you know and blah 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 that like I'm puking my guts out right now and it's bad, like I'm not fit for work today. If I can attempt to get to the hospital, I'll at least try to get a doctor's note, but if not, then I mean, I'm just letting you know. Ultimately, that's the best case scenario. Because no matter what, like, if you're sick, you're sick. Link. Very emergency shit, they might kind of be like, well, you can kind of come in later. When I'm like, I don't want to, because I kind of can't. Other shit, other factors, stuff like that. I mean, I could make excuses for that too, to be fair, but I'm like, I don't want to deal with that. Calling in sick is just easier. Howdy. What do, Judge? Weren't you in here earlier? You already said howdy, didn't you, you son of a bitch? Didn't you? Nope, not MBA. No, no. Oh, no, you didn't. Why did I think you were in here earlier? Just put a little spook on you now. It was bad. A Russian accepted. That fair enough. Life hits you in the face. Just like transgender for everybody. Everyone has a trans. Let me tell you, folks. Everyone either shall have free trans or be trans themselves. Let me tell you, folks. That's what the left wants. Of the luxury gay space communism. I can't believe that was literally a part of his speech, bro. Free transgender for everyone, bro. I can't believe, dude. When I get a soundboard, once I get a PC and everything, once I get monetized and then we get some upgrades and all that shit, I swear to God, I'm abusing the fuck out of my soundboard with shit like that. I'm not even joking. That free transgender for everybody, like that will for redo. Dude, like how my soundboard is basically gonna be just Trump sound bites, but oh my God, like I'm it's happening. Can I help you? Oh, she is just knocked out. Oh, sweet bean. Well, you can't lay on my shoulder forever. I'm gonna be around the whole time. Goofball. Has used the Arnold soundboards. I've used those a few times. I'm gonna add a couple, as well. But I will say, like, when I get a soundboard, I'm gonna kind of keep it like kind of fresh and relevant to an extent. And I'm gonna have my, specifics, and I'm gonna spam the shit out of them, and y'all are gonna hate it, but love it at the same time. It only gets worse from here on too. Oh my God, don't say that, please. To be fair, let chaos reign, baby. Let chaos reign. Why'd you take your pants down? I see your cock there, pretty boy. Fucking Lindsey Graham, that AI shit, that Nostromo Core man. Oh my God. I can't believe, dude, I need to see a part 2 of that shit. I swear to God, if he doesn't make a part 2, I'm going to be upset. Like, oh my God, that shit was so diabolical. Vance, what did you get yourself into this time? Especially trying to revive the turtle. Oh, speaking of, hold up. Fuck it. One of the last things we're checking out. We're doing it. Hold up. Chunk. Make sure we don't log into Logan's account. Okay, it didn't. Oh, it's all right. Okay, cool. No, don't do that. Go back to him. Yep. Here we go. Found it. It was a recent one. Ah! Try to grab my phone and I just like fucking fling it around everywhere, basically, because I'm, you know, awesome like that. Because fuck it. It's the most lively McConnell's ever been. The most lively McConnell the Crypt has ever been. Too bad I don't look more turtly, though. I can't get over that shit. I literally cannot get over that little like crotch grab shit though. We're just like I feel like it's more appropriate for Lindsey Graham, but for the Ladybug himself, but that's it works. It works just as well. If only Nostromocore knew. Now they're just competing for death now at this point. Considering that, you know, Mitch McConnell is a Green Reaper, which is ironic because, you know, the Green Reaper is right at his fucking door. With a doubt, embrace the Beebs. That's all I gotta say. When in doubt, just embrace the memes that are there. Dudes that won't shall be the whole law. Chaos reign, and let the memes be dreams. I'm also thinking what I do have some leftover mac and dank from that dank I made last night. Too bad there was a little too much of that like chamoy ranch stuff in there because it really did overpower like fucking everything. But I can still doctor it up with reheatment and additions that I can add to that. Ooh. Because there is some leftovers from something that my friend whipped up apparently at one point when I was sleeping. Made a bunch of chicken, which that's gone now, but there's still like some pork stuff left. I'm like, ooh. Shred that up a little bit, reheat it a little bit, add a little chipotle and some extra stuff to kind of doctor it up. Ooh, okay, yep, yep. I already was gonna try to like reheat that shit no matter what, but I was trying to think in my mind like, how do I doctor it? Now I just thought, how do I doctor it? Yeah, that's right. Ooh, okay. It wasn't like dank before, but I'm about to make it extra now. Ooh, it's about to be nice. I tell you what, eat that right. Cheese is chilling. Oh, look at you. Ain't that right, chunk? Beto. Oh, now you got her all activated. Hey. Hey. Boy. Oh, that poor little fucking ear, man. Boy. Yeah. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's right. Hang your head in shame. You know better, boy. That poor fucking ear, oh my god. At least it's healing nice and proper, but oh, you don't even know. You don't even realize. You baby. Now look what you do for her. Oh shit, oops. She just chunked off in the corner. Chunk. Hey. You can show your face to me. Oh. She's like, yes, give me all that screech. She's like, why did you stop? Oh, you just love the screech. She's pressed so up against me with that. She's like, yes, give me the screech. Oh, you little bing bing. You just want all that screech. You little soul thing. Look at me that look. Bing. Don't give me that look. You know you get all the treat and all the galump and all the snuggles and everything. They got poor little Vito over here just all by his little son. Don't act like you were neglected. I also love how your paws are just fucking so spread out. You goofball. You're blooped up on all that shit without a care in the world. Do one last order. Nice. Gonna reheat some food here in a little bit. Get one last little toki. All that good shit. As oi fucking vey. Oh, little bean boy. Let's see if I can quietly. Oh, that don't work at all. They immediately both perked their ears up to that. God damn it. Good boy. Oh, come on. She's like, I don't know if I should just swipe it or not. Fuck it. That was a freebie, girl. Damn. You didn't have to be so aggressive about it. Silly thing. God damn. You have not eaten all of it? You're just chomping over there. Dang, girl. You just got no teeth. You got no chomp. Your muscles need to be more chomp. Chomp. You tiny little jaws and tiny little face. Well, she just buried herself into oblivion. Goofy little thing. An animal person is cute. I can't help myself. I've always been an animal person. Predominantly, like, grew up with cats and listened to stuff. Like, kind of more unorthodox pets growing up, but, you know, I like critters and animals in general. You kind of need to at least have, like, some empathy and love, for critters, regardless of what they are, to an extent. Just on the virtue of just, like, keeps your humanity a little bit. You're a cat lady. I kind of grew up being a crazy cat guy too. Growing up, for the most part. Most of my pets used to be cats growing up. I actually have a community post of two of my first cats that I've owned. If you go far back on my channel with my community posts, I don't make too many community posts, so it should be more of a recent one. But I had my first cat, Scooter. It was like a white and orange cat, and then my other cat, Chewy. And then we just had a bunch of other cats too beyond them, but those two were I pretty much considered my kitties, basically. And always, treat him as such, basically. And then there was Bandito, and there's a few different clips and shit like that that I've, got from them as well. And then there's Loki, but you unfortunately, I couldn't, get him, to the point where I can maybe have him here and shit, just on the virtue because my dad kind of fucked up a lot, stupid shit with that. But that's just a long story, and a bunch of other stuff. Like I just had cats, for a lot of my life growing up, contemporarily, historic, when it comes to my life growing up, all that. But and funny enough, I used to not really be like a dog person up until more recently in my life. And oh shit, damn it, Vito, fucking tail. But now at this point, I mean, I can't help but not have them around because I got my own dog too, and they're the second litter, and the brother of these two, who are the first litter of the same parents. Jesse, what? You're so like. I don't even know what to say it. Like the lumps stewed up. Like what happened over here? Like, oh my god. She's just like she's just buried in all this. Jesus Christ. Get this fucking pig up. You chunk a lump. Ugh. That's how only came out of park on shelter. Now converted for life. Sometimes it just takes a little experience like that, occasionally. It happened to be Benito, Chewy, this one cat. We had two different names for her. Either Miss Sis or Baby Kitty, depending on how you want to look at her. And then a bunch of other cats too. Like sometimes, like especially when it comes to like, their little personalities that they get, like it's one of those things where they always gonna have like a little name or a nickname and kind of hold a little heart, to you and be a part of you to an extent where it's like you can't help but be converted to some extent. To a degree. I mean, easier for me, like growing up, I listened with a lot of cats, but it's been the way for vice versa for dogs. Because at first it took, these two little beans, and then my friend, who owns them, it's like, yo, the guy that I got, my dogs from, have, some that, is adopting right now. If you want a dog, because I was already thinking about one for a while now at that point, was like, if you want one, kind of now's your chance. And there was two of them, and one of them was kind of like a jazzy type. Her name was Dramina, but also from my understanding now, with her all growing up, was a crazy bitch. So glad I didn't get her, but she did literally look like a little jazzy, just being the cutest little thing ever. And I was like, oh, look at this little thing. Pretty much acting like a jazzy right now. But then there was old at the time Zeus, but I call him Zukov now. And with old Zukov, he just ran up to me being like, and like started hopping on me and be like, you're a friend of mine, and all that shit. And I was like, okay, there's something about this boy right here that, I need to be with him, a little bit. And it's just been, very inseparable ever since. I just need to, hit my brother. I'd be like, yo, you've talked to my boy now, but, can I have it back? Because he's been not very properly communicated about that shit. I think in a weird way because I think he's like grown fond of him and he doesn't want to like not be with him anymore. It's like, no. If that's the case, it's like, bro, he's my boy. It's not like I can't see him or dox him when I have to like travel or whatever. It's like, bro. It's like, nah. It's like, he's my little bean. I mean, no offense to these little chunks, but I need my boy too. And I know him. He would literally just be over here in the corner or something, just chilling, being a little ball of sweetness, just like the rest of them. You're so absurd, Jazzy, just buried in this pile of insanity. Of couch cushion, my jackets, pillow. You can't help yourself but just love a cave. She's looking at me like, quit judging me. Quit judging me, bro. Silly little chunk. Dude, this is so ridiculous. Got her little head poking out, but she's so buried in this shit. And she loves it so much. She's like, yes, this is bliss. Pure bliss. Silly little bean. But you knew. I think I'm gonna load one more little bad boy up here. Go for the rest of the evening. Whip up some of my epic little dank that I'm gonna doctor up and whip up. Or some of my scrumptious mac and cheese. And all that shenanigans. And she said, let me tell you folks, that you'll be gone for the next time until the last. They put food on your family, folks. Let me tell you. Nah, but, depending on what happens for work tomorrow, I mean, who knows when, I'll be popping in for a little fun ball shenanigans. But I will say, without at least a little lovely further ado, smack this nice little puppy, and then go for the rest of it. Oh, Jazzy. What'd you get overheated? Immediate ploppage right on the hardwood. Oh, you got overheated. Now you're a little dog rug. Little goof. But anywho, without further ado, peace the folk right on out, and see y'all on the next one. So, toodaloo.